Welcome back to Learn Node.js on Codecademy. We're in the What is the Backend section. This is our review. In order to deliver the front end of a website or web application to a user, a lot needs to happen behind the scenes on the backend. Understanding what makes up the backend can be overwhelming because the backend has a lot of different parts, and different websites or web applications can have dramatically different backends. We covered a lot in this lesson, so let's review what we learned. The front end of a website or application consists of the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and static assets sent to a client like a web browser. A web server is a process running on a computer somewhere that listens for incoming requests for information over the internet and sends back responses. Storing, accessing, and manipulating data is a large part of a web application's backend. Data is stored in databases, which can be relational databases or NoSQL databases. The server side of a web application, sometimes called the application server, handles important tasks such as authorization and authentication. The back end of a web application often has a web API, which is a way of interacting with an application's data through HTTP requests and responses. Together, the technologies used to build the front end and back end of a web application are known as the stack, and many different languages and frameworks can be used to build a robust backend. Now that you have a sense for server-side web development and what the backend is, you're ready to dive in and learn about the different parts in more depth. Zoom out, we're getting that clear picture, client being front end, making requests to the server going to the application server, which will create, read, update, delete by requesting from the database data or sending data to the database and then responding back to the client. It might seem overwhelming, but we're going to go into more depth in the following lessons if anything still isn't clear. Make sure to go back and just review those things which are most confusing to you, but do remember we're going to be covering more about the different parts we covered in the next lessons. And when you're ready, I'll see you there.